Hello, hello. This is Blues with SaturnBluesGaming. And this is the channel where I react to stuff, I play stuff, and I yap about stuff. There's no script. There's no, anything special. It's just one man speaking off the top of his dome. That's it. That's all it's ever been. Like, I don't have, it's literally just one man with hope and a prayer yapping off the top of his head. Anyway, today I have a little bit of something I want to not only react to, but something I want to talk about. And that's gonna be, bam, GoFundMe CEO. We could use a few fun ones. Now, I've watched a lot of the CEO series because I love Brennan Lee Mulligan. I love Bleen, And I've watched them literally since before Dimension 20 came out, like before Dropout became a thing, right? So, with that said, this is one of the few I have never watched before. So this is, my reaction to it. And the reason I wanted to react to it is because I have, with GoFundMe specifically, I have a personal story, both one that I've done and one that I'm helping with. But that'll come after. So let's lower the music. And then a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, America. My name is Dan Spoon, and I'm the CEO of GoFundMe, the personal crowdfunding website that gives you the tools you need to achieve your dreams. Honeymoons, dream vacations, the world was your oyster. That vision of the company vanished almost immediately as we instead became an unwilling linchpin of the American healthcare system. Over a third of...
Okay. There have been so many wham lines in all of media throughout all of creation. He hit that first wham line at 26 seconds. That is a strong opener. That's stronger than Cal is doing great. Wandering. How did that one go? I killed a man in Kansas City because I thought he stole my mail. So you gotta have a powerful opening wham line, and this delivered big time.
Campaigns on our platform are intended to raise funds for medical debt, which for many Americans can be overwhelming to the point of personal bankruptcy. To
yes,
you
the music.
Yeah. I think there might be an issue with the prompter because their faces are staring out at me asking me for help from it.
What?
What?
Huh? What?
I didn't.
What happened?
Can we cut? While we do take a grim and haunted sort of pride in being the only option for America's 80 million un- or underinsured inhabitants, it also is slowly but surely destroying our will to live.
Yep.
Put simply, it would really help morale around here if there were a few lighthearted campaigns on the site. Just a few.
Brennan Lee Mulligan can look okay. So to preface this, I love Critical Role. Critical Role started my love of D&D. Matthew Mercer is a gift to the D&D community. With that said, he does not know how to play a soppy wet cat character that is lovably pathetic. Matthew Mercer, he can play suave. He could play charming. He could play a goof. But a pure sopping wet character, he cannot. You know who can? Blame can. His character Galeer, literally top 10 like favorite character of all time. He is so lovably pathetic. I remember there was a comment that was like, every time Galeer opens his mouth, a new tragedy unfolds before me. Like, it's such a, he knows how to play soppy wet characters so fucking well. And like, that shows how good of an actor Bleem is. Like, look at his face. He looks like a soppy wet cat. It's a parasocial. It's a parasocial. Let's talk about it. Actually, don't ruin this for me. Don't ruin him for me.
We could really use some fun ones. So we've started an initiative to rebrand the company and remind people, hey, this site's for more than just begging for your own life.
Ouch.
For example, Jan Smelt from Cedar Rapids needs only $200 to build a cat tree for the fuzzy friends at her animal rescue. As you can see here, Jan just needs $40 more before her... This project has been postponed as Jan and her cats have been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh my gosh.
Jan's insurance company is denying coverage because Jan recklessly chose to be secretly poisoned by the asbestos mill upriver from her house for over 40 years, and Jan is also being sued by the mill for damaging their brand image?
What?
What is the brand image of an asbestos mill? What is an asbestos mill?
What is okay, I know what asbestos is, but I never understood what it looked like. What the fuck does asbestos, is it a dust? Okay, hold on. This is gonna bug me. Hold on. Apparently, this is what asbestos looks like. This picture in particular. Okay, I know I'm gonna ruin a lot of like meat lovers stuff here, but doesn't this picture, hold on. Shut up, hold on. Doesn't this picture look like a steak? Like, think about it. Like the top right here looks like the meat, and then the muscle or like the meat fibers at the end. Like, you can see it, right? You can see it. You could just see it. It looks like a steak. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I probably ruined this for you guys. I'm sorry.
God, I hope Jan's all right. An actual great example of a fun GoFundMe project is Devin Boone, who wants to go kayaking with his friends Tad and Steve. Devin writes, "Sup, bros? Me, Tad, and Steve all finna hit those tasty waves out at this year's SurfCon. Our plan is to paddle out to sea, eventually crossing the border into Mexico. None of us have passports. And Steve's pancreatic cancer has unfortunately metastasized.
Oh no.
He can't afford surgery in the States, but if me and John
as designed
our kidneys to the Sinaloa cartel."
Do you want us to keep rolling?
Again, soppy wet cat. Also, those are real bros right there. Those are real bros. They're willing to kayak, which is no easy feat. As someone that's been kayaking, not an easy feat. Like, through the sea to get to Mexico to sell their kidneys for their bro. Like, they're literally the best friends you could ever ask for. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, I know this is a skit, but like, if I had friends like that, like, and if you have friends like that, hold them motherfuckers tight, because they are willing to go to hell and heaven for you. Hold them tight.
Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
I run a website that hosts popularity contests where if you lose, you die. Would you be doing all right?
Ooh. Oh boy. That's a line. That's a really, holy shit, that's a line. Holy fuck, that's a line. That money shot. Bam. Whammo. I felt that in the depths of my soul. Like, dare roll. I looked into the windows of her soul and said this line. Like that's a line that like will stick with you. Like even after the video's done, that's a line that'll stick with you forever. That's nuts.
You promise this does not have any illness in it, no medical, nothing, right? Matt Smith and Doug Craig are raising money for a new podcast called Podcast, where they review the previous episode of their own podcast.
Oh my God.
This is actually somehow sadder than the cancer ones. Okay,
there we go. Okay. That's actually that's actually really sad. Also, there needs to be like there needs to be like something to like ban podcasts. Podcasts have ruined everything. Podcasts have given the dumbest people in the world a voice. And I know it's ironic. Oh yeah, the vroider on YouTube fucking talking about podcasting. Isn't what you doing? Shut the fuck up. No. In all seriousness, ladies, the females in the audience. If you ever walk in from a long day's work, tired, feet are hurting in your heels, back's hurting because your boobs, you just want to let your hair down, take off your bra, get a pint of ice cream, and just fucking watch the trashiest, messiest show on earth, like The Ultimatum's Queer Love. The Ultimatum's Queer Love, oh my God, is so fucking you know what? Besides the point, it's so messy. If you haven't watched The Ultimatum's Queer Love, that shit is so messy. Like, holy fuck. Like, I don't watch, like, shows like that often. But I somehow watched that one in the emotions I felt. But anyway, that's all women want to do, right? And then the man comes home with a Walmart bag or a Best Buy bag. And she looks up and goes, "Oh honey, what's that?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, it's a mic, it's some headphones, and a new laptop." And she asks, "Why?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna start a podcast." Leave him, dump him, end it right then and there, because this dumb motherfucker's gonna go on there and say some stupid shit like, "Men eat real steak, women eat grass and tomatoes." Like Joe Rogan and Joe Budden have absolutely decimated podcasting. And they're not the only ones. Like I say, you have some fucking idiots. Like, and it's weird too, because it's like, why the hell do these more, like, I kind of get it in a sense where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they're dumb entertaining frat boys. You know what I mean? Like, like Joe Rogan or, Joe Budden or Pat McAfee. Oh, fuck Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee. Oh, okay, whatever. But anyway, podcasts have ruined a lot of shit. They have dumbasses, that think they know something. Like, fucking, what's the biggest example? Oh, I know. The earth is flat. Are you out of your mind? Ancient scientists and philosophers have already solved this. Why the fuck is this a thing? Or the moon isn't real. Motherfucker, people landed on the moon. Like, what are we even talking about right now? Like, I don't understand. Like, somehow somebody's going to say, well, the sky is actually green. And, the only reason that we see it as blue is because the aliens put, because the moon's not real. That's just a thing that the aliens use to watch us. And because of how their 5D intellect, they make it look like the sky blue when, it's actually green. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Because some dumbass out there is going to look at that and go, finally, someone understands. Someone agrees that the sky is green. And then next thing you know, our idiot in chief is going to be like, yeah, the sky is green. These democrats. It's like, podcasts have ruined a lot. And it's given a voice to a lot of dumbasses who have set back progress for like 80 years, at least 100 years. 100 years, at least.
So should we run the images?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a chance to look over them, but it seems like the rebranding initiative is maybe a wash at this point. So maybe just run the demo slugs and just take a look at those.
That's true. That's true. That is so fucking true. Developed nation. Okay. America has the highest cost of healthcare in the world, and it's the only developed nation without universal healthcare. We're not a developed nation. Like, I don't know where this came from. We have never been. We aren't even a nation. Do you know what America is? America is not a country, it's not a nation, it's a business. That's what America is. Do you know why? Like, living in the United States, like, has always been trash. I talked about this in my last video. But, like, it's even worse now. We're only like, 6 months in? 2025? Like, we're literally just a third world country. Not even third world at this point, because even third world countries have fucking, universal healthcare. We're like a fifth world country with a faded out Gucci belt. Not even a good Gucci belt either. It's not even a Gucci belt. It's a Zucci belt. Like, it's a knockoff. Like, you really think that belt you have around you is Gucci? No, I bought that from a dude at the mall with crooked teeth and a hat that said boss on it. No, that's a knockoff. We are a fifth world country with a Zucci belt. That's what we are. We're not a developed nation. We're business. And we're being bankrupt like a business. Can't believe it. I don't know where that myth came. It's because of the army. I guess it's because of the army. So I would say we're a fifth world country with a first world, military with a Zucci belt. There we go. That's more accurate, right? Yeah, that's more accurate.
Oh, you know what? I think there may have been a mix-up. These seem to be like they're the wrong factoids.
Oh? I feel like I have sharp nails in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal? Do I need a GoFundMe? How did we get here?
Racism and capitalism.
Look, ultimately, I'm not even saying we do anything as extreme as single-payer healthcare. I'm just saying, what if we had something along the lines of like one giant GoFundMe every year that would just pay for all the people who got sick or hurt that year?
Well, that's single-payer healthcare.
Our new online newsletter, Sickness is Storytelling, How to Make Your Cancer More Marketable,
Wham.
will give you tips and tricks to have your life's greatest misfortune go viral.
wham, money line. Some big heavy hitters here. Because that's really all it's about, isn't it? How to make your greatest misfortune marketable. And I'm gonna talk more about that like at the end of this video.
I can't do this anymore.
Soppy wet cat.
I actually can't do this anymore.
I know.
Also, please consider donating to our staff's GoFundMe, entitled "Our Funky Little Kickstarter Turned into a Dystopian Pressure Valve That, While Helpful, is Only Delaying Our Collective Reckoning with Our Society's Pathological Hatred of the Working Class, and Now We All Need Therapy." Okay. Guys, title's a little long on that one. Maybe we shorten that up. Not very punchy. Probably won't go viral. And it needs to. Hey.
Thank you, Bleem. He looks so weird without the... It's funny. I probably out myself here, but he does not look attractive without a beard. He looks more attractive with a beard. Anyway, now that video's done, I want to mosey on over to GoFundMe itself. So why don't you guys, come along with me? Bam. Here we are. GoFundMe. Now, turning your greatest tragedy into marketability. So that's really just the crux of kind of why I reacted to that video and why I wanted to like kind of discuss this. Okay. So I once, a long time ago, made a GoFundMe, right? I had a brief, health situation that I went through, and it was a tough one. It was a tough one. And I made a GoFundMe, and I'm pretty decent at marketing, I shared, my story out there. I was like, okay, I'll just expect the worst, hope for the best, right? And after like 2 months of having it up, after all the sharing I did, I even went on Fiverr to have people like share it, like to have like a marketing person kind of spread it all out, and nothing happened. So I gave up on it, and my health issues got worse, and now I can barely walk. Now, recently, my cousin made one because he's a good man, loves his family a lot, has done a lot, not only just for me, but, for his family. And, he's gotten hit really, really hard, with medical stuff. And, it's been bad. He had it up for like a week or two, and he's a way better writer than I am. But in the end, it was nothing. Nothing happened. And so he took it down. And for me, like I said, I went to share it and things like that. And it just didn't work out. And so he said, hey, I'm stopping to GoFundMe. It's not going to work. That's it. So, and this is a good man. He worked hard for years and years before he became, disabled and do the back stuff, and nothing happened. And it was hard to see. It was hard to hear that. And I realize that, while watching the video and kind of formulated my thoughts while I was watching it, made me realize that just not marketable. What happened to him is marketable. Like, let's actually take a look. I want to take a look at a few of these. So his was under emergency, yeah? Let's look at the emergencies here. Because it really is a popularity contest where if you lose, you die, or you get swallowed up by our shithole countries, you know, and like, and and this isn't an accident, okay? Like, I'm gonna step on my soapbox. What America has done to healthcare is not an accident. It's intentional. America is a business, and if you are not an able-bodied person, you are a drain to society. That is how they feel. That is how it all works. Like, they even just recently passed the big beautiful bill in Senate. GoFundMe is about to be flooded with people who lost their Medicare and Medicaid. Hell, I might just be one of them, knock on wood. Because I am disabled thanks to, my multiple sclerosis. So look at this. Now look at all of this. Like, look at what he was competing with. All diverse. So you can't say, you can't say like, oh, maybe it's a race thing. But no, they are all very diverse. They're people of like every color and creed, right? So like, you're seeing everything. Oh no. And you're going and I bet if I look, you're going to see a lot more of these. People getting snatched by the ice cubes. You're probably going to see a lot more of these. Like, so look at this. So I wonder how they voted. I hope they weren't. I hope the people who made that were not. So what is this one? Oh, so they weren't ice cubes, but yeah. He was fucking, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This dude got abducted. Like ice cubes are abducting people, but like this dude was abducted. They weren't even ice. They were vigilant, fucking vigilantes. I tried to mix ice with vigilante. It didn't work out. Isolantes? I don't know. What? It didn't have, and I've said this in my last video, it didn't have to be this way. But look at what, my cousin was competing with. These are just in emergencies. These are literally just in emergencies. Like, is this another situation with... Yep, another situation with deportation. So you're going to see a lot of these. So like, he was competing with a lot. And the sad part is, he didn't need a lot. Like, he wanted to raise, $4,000 for his cause. It was very little. And I think it was like 4,000 with a little bit more to kind of help him get back on his feet, right? But like, look at this. Look at what he was competing with. Yep, detained by ice cubes. So it's like, it's brutal. What GoFundMe is being used for right now in 2025 is brutal. And this video was like, we can use the food fun ones. So let's go to creativity. This is the one that I originally did. Because I wanted to become a YouTuber. Little did I know I could just, go on Steam and create a vroider, as you can see here. But let's take a look. Radical queer art, that's a good one. Ooh, this is pretty. And it's not AI too, you can kind of tell. Look at the shading. This is really, really pretty. 18K goal, He's pretty handsome too. What's support? Look at this. So you can't say that, this page as well as the other one. Very diverse, support heavy healing, heavy music, radical queer art, funding Tha's heartfelt play in New York City, Miracle of the Roses, a bilingual book of faith and culture. These are legitimately beautiful stuff in creativity. So this is what I was kind of competing with. So it's not so a lot of people say GoFundMe is a scam. It's not a scam. It legitimately isn't. Because people do donate, but you have to market either for your emergencies or medicals or memorials or what have you. You have to market your tragedies. And as for creativity, you just got to market your creativity. But that second one is always a thing. You always have to market. I have to do that all the time. To fight for my 351 subscribers, I had to fight to get there. You see my videos, they're very, varied. Because if I stick to one for too long, I won't get anything. The point is, marketing is a thing that we all have to do. But GoFundMe is especially if it's an emergency, you have to make your emergency marketable. And it's such a sad thing. And it's very fucked up in our country that it has to, it doesn't have, it never had to be this way. But that's America for you. It's a business. It's a business that rewards greed, selfishness, idiocy, and individualism. This country is so separated. And I guess that's the beauty of GoFundMe in a sense, that people are coming together to help other people. And I think that's beautiful, I really do think that's beautiful. So what's my point here? No, here's my point. My point is that GoFundMe is not a scam. You just have to market your tragedy. And you have to have it to where, I think I know what I have to do. It's kind of like that kind of thing. So, with all of that, let me step off my soapbox. Let me actively step off my soapbox. There you go. I've been on my soapbox this whole time. But no, this has been Blues with SaturnBluesGaming. I meant to have music at the end of this, but you know what? This is fine. It's nice to have a little silence after a reaction, But yeah, this is SaturnBluesGaming. I'm going to kick it over to Sponsor Blues, and then that'll be it. So until the next video, this has been Blues. Take care. Sponsor Blues, hit it. Thanks, Blues. This is Sponsor Blues, and I have a question for you. Are you tired of the algorithm pushing you down and hiding your content? Are you tired of social media selling your data to third parties? Are you tired of politics and anger on your social media? Well, say no more, fam. Neighborhood.com got you covered. A new social media platform, Neighborhood.com is setting out to prove that social media can still be a fun, friendly online experience. The platform believes in fostering a space where kindness and respect are the cornerstones of interaction. Here, users can be themselves, share positive content, and connect with others without the negativity often found on other social media platforms. On Neighborhood.com, data is not shared with third parties, no one is hidden by an algorithm, and best of all, no politics. No politics? No politics. Users can create groups, add friends, message, chat in real time, upload photos, and build a platform. Here, everyone is seen. Sign up today. Neighborhood.com. Welcome to the neighborhood. Back to you, Blues.